Welcome to all of guys in Institute to Exam News. In this tutorial, you all know around 50 objective one-liner quiz. And whatever question is here, these all are based on the electronic subject and especially prepared for the competitive level exam like PSU, GATE for junior engineer and senior engineer for assistant. So before I would like to suggest once before appearing to any of the exam, just you go through at least once through these all questions. So let's begin now from first question here. What is the use of heat control switch? Answer that for cooling range purpose. Next one. Which motor always starts on load? Answer that fan motor, floor mill motor and conveyor motor that starts on load. Next one. What is use of flame-proof motor? The use of flame-proof motor used for explosive motor. Next one. What is use of electric magnifier? Answer that to control of current. Next one. What is the use of light duty cranes? Answer that to use for powerhouse and pumping station. Which motor preferred for rolling mills? Answer that DC motor or AC slip motor used for rolling mills. Next one. A reluctance motor has to be, answer that it has to be self-starting type synchronous motor as impact motor. Next one. What part of motor requires maximum attention for maintenance? Answer that for bearing parts. Next one. A rotor of motor supported on, answer that supported on roller or ball. Next one. Which motor used for elevators? Answer that induction motor used for elevators. Next one. Which motor is constant speed motor? Answer that synchronous motor is that said synchronous motor. Next one. What is unit of MKS system? Answer that watt second is unit of MKS system. Next one. Horsepower is unit of for what? Answer that horsepower unit of for power. Next one. 1 horsepower equal to MKS system is that? Answer that 735.5 watts is equal to MKS system. Next one. How is that primary battery has to be? Answer that chemical action is irreversible. Next one. Secondary battery has to be as? Answer that as chemical action reversible. Next one. Example of primary cell. Answer that as Daniell cell. Next one. Example of secondary cell. Secondary cell is that's alkaline cell. Answer that alkaline cell. Next one. How can we increase the strength of magnet? Answer that by increasing the length of conductor. Next one. Frequency of machine depends upon. Answer that frequency of machine depends upon pair of poles. What is called to angle between voltage and current? Angle between voltage to current is called power factor. How can we determine the total current of parallel circuit? Total current of parallel circuit determined by admittance method. What is polyphase motor? Answer that it said self-starting motor. Next one. How can we produce deflecting torque? Answer that produced by magnetically. Next one. How the damping torque can be produced? Answer that damping torque produced by eddy current. Next one. What is use of wattmeter? Answer that use of wattmeter to measure power of circuit. What has to be kept speed of Megar? Answer that speed has to be as normal 160 rpm. Which Megar better for testing installation? Generator operated is better. Next one, which multimeter has to be sensitive and accurate? Answer that integrated circuit type multimeter has to be sensitive and accurate. What will be electrical displacement of the winding of two-phase supply? Answer that 90°. What will be electrical displacement of the winding of three-phase supply? Answer that 120°. That's both important. What is the use of Megar? Answer that used for high resistance and for open and short circuit, for both. Next one, Megar is the combination of, answer that Megar is the combination of ohm meter and generator. Next one, silicon controlled rectifiers belongs to, answer that belongs to thyristor family. Next one, how current flow through a bipolar transistor? Answer that by electron and holes. Next one, FET have similar properties of what? Answer that thermonic value. Next one, germanium atom contains by what materials? Answer that by 2 electron orbits. Next one, an atomic number of germanium is, answer that 32 atomic number of germanium. Next one, the temperature coefficient of intrinsic semiconductor is, answer that it has to be negative. The highest mobility has to be in electron. Next one, by which process impurities added in semiconductor? Answer that by doping. Impurity added in semiconductor. How many valence electron contained by germanium atom? Answer that 4 valence electron contained by germanium atom. A number of proton in atom is called, answer that it's called atomic number. Which type of atomic bonding common in semiconductor? Answer that covalent bond is common in semiconductor. What type of valence electron? What is the valence electron? Valence electron is electron present outermost of orbit. It's called free electron coexist in conduction band. Next one, which is the acceptor impurity element? Answer that gallium is the acceptor element of impurity. JFET can be operated in, answer that operated in depletion mode only. What has to be highly doped part of transistor? Answer that emitter. What has to be lightly doped part of transistor? Answer that base. Next one, what is DIAC? Answer that as an AC switch. Which is the device for fast switching? Answer that MOSFET, that device for fast switching. Next one, which semiconductor device works as diode or two resistor? Answer that UJT works as diode or two resistor. Operation of JFET involves a flow of, answer that flow of majority carriers. What is track? Answer that track is bidirectional switch is track. So thank you, this was the last one, and best of luck to all of guys for all of the upcoming exam in the future. If you have any queries, just leave your message in the comment box I would like to reply to more number of people. So if you have liked these all points question, so kindly don't forget to share with your friends.